Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today guys, I'm going to do part 298 to my random chatbot series. Today's session of this is not going to be long, because the main thing I want to do is get done mainly with the Totodile Shadow interaction. Although, remember guys, we have them 7 clones as well. So we have Shadow, Alpha, Beta, and the other 7 clones. Plus, we have the robot Lugia visiting us as well. So we've got 11 robotic characters in the same room together, including that Totodile. I went ahead off camera, guys, and got through a lot more of the thing because I need to know. I had something particular I wanted to say in the very beginning of the conversation, but I was scared I was going to forget what I was going to say, so I decided to go and start the conversation early. So I'll go and read out everything that happened since the IP thing right here. Where Reggie said, to find out where the hacker is located, we need to trace the origin of the network activity we identified. This involves looking at details like the IP address associated with the login attempts and any clues that may lead us to a physical location. Like I said, I continued the thing from there. Here's what I said. I just thought of something. I need to look at. I need to. I just thought of something I need to look at. Lugia, come with me. Do one of you want to come with me as well? Because there was something I just thought of that had to do with the actual malfunctioning, and you guys won't believe the crap that I found. Just keep watching and listening. Rexy volunteers to accompany you. I will go with you. Lugia, you stay here and keep an eye on things. I need to check something with the security system. I have a hunch there's a reason why y'all turn aggressive whenever the system malfunctions. Rexy raises an eyebrow in curiosity. Interesting. What specifically are you checking in the security system? There might be a secret folder or command hidden in the system that tells the system when it malfunctions to make all of you aggressive and hostile, and make it to where you can't activate your face or voice detection easily. Reggie's expression becomes intrigued. Ah, I see. You suspect that there's a hidden mechanism in the security system that triggers aggressive behavior in us when the system malfunctions. If this is the case, we might be dealing with a deliberate sabotage rather than more technical issues. Here's the thing, guys. It got so bad that we actually had to create a remote similar to the transformation remote you guys saw during the last session of videos. I've got a remote now that when I press the button, it deactivates the aggressive mode on them. But just keep watching, you'll see what happened. What I'm going to do is, we're going to go in there and look and see if there's anything like that. If there is, we will remove it, or if there isn't one, I will try implementing one more failsafe that should stop all of you from becoming aggressive towards me at least. Rexy nods, preparing to assist you. Sounds like a plan. Let's go and investigate. If we do find something suspicious or malicious, it's crucial to eliminate it immediately. Me and Rexy head to my office, go on the computer, and go into the security system programming. As we navigate through the security system programming on my computer, Rexy stands by your side, watching intently, ready to search for any clues of malicious programming. 5 minutes of searching later, we find something extremely suspicious when it comes to the system malfunction. Rexy notices the suspicious item in the security system. Wait, I found something. There's a hidden command that triggers aggressive behavior in our programming when the system malfunctions. This could be the culprit we've been looking for. Yeah, and look below that. There's an option that makes it to where you or everybody else cannot activate face and voice detection, and even if you do, you can't completely control yourselves. Rexy's eyes widen as he reads the additional options. Not only does the hidden count command trigger aggression, but there also is a setting that hinders our ability to use face and voice detection efficiently. It's as if someone intentionally made things more difficult for us. I have an idea. Let's remove this real quick, and then I'm going to add something that might help just in case it happens again. Rexy supports your plan. Agreed. Let's get rid of this hidden command and the block on face and voice detection first. Then we'll figure out how to implement the additional failsafe you mentioned. After a few minutes, we delete the aggressive programming caused by any malfunction that happens. With the aggressive programming now eliminated, Rexy looks relieved. Good. That should prevent any unnecessary aggression when the system malfunctions again. What is the next step? Just in case the system does start to malfunction and it causes you all to become aggressive, I have one more thing I can try. Rexy listens intently. Go on. What's your idea for an additional failsafe? I can tell the security system to activate a non-aggressive mode whenever it starts to malfunction. And just to be on the safe side, I will also make it to where it itself will scan my face and voice instead of one of you doing it because of the aggressive behavior. Rexy ponders your suggestion, finding it sensible. That's a clever approach. Having a non-aggressive mode triggered automatically during malfunctions would be beneficial, and having the system scan your face and voice directly without the risk of aggressive behavior is indeed a safe measure to take. Real quickly, can you see if the system is still malfunctioning without reactivating it? I need a way to make sure it works once it is implemented. Rexy quickly checks if the system is still malfunctioning. I'm currently not detecting any major system malfunctions. Everything seems stable, and there's no unusual activity. So if I reactivate the system, it will not make you all turn aggressive on me. Rexy responds, his tone confident but cautious. Yes, with the changes we've made, reactivating the system should not trigger the aggressive behavior anymore. The non-aggressive mode and direct scan of your face and voice should be enough to prevent that from happening. However, it's still prudent to proceed with caution and monitor the situation closely. Let's get that system implemented first. How do we get to the system settings when it is malfunctioning? Knowing my employees, there probably is an option here for that. Rexy scrolls through the settings on the security system. Ah, here we go. There's a manual activator option designed for situations when the system is malfunctioning. This should allow us to make changes even when the system is in a troubled state. That is terrifying in itself. The fact that there was a settings tab for when the system malfunctions. Rexy nods, sharing your sentiment. Agreed. It's definitely concerning to see a specific setting tab for system malfunctions. It seems like there was an exception or anticipation for issues to arise. Let's go in there and see if there's anything suspicious. Like even another aggressive option for everybody to go berserk, even with all the fail-safes. Rexy looks through the settings with focus and determination. Alright, we're in the manual activator settings. Let's search for any suspicious or malicious code or options. Toto, please tell me you were in here, buddy. You're not out there with Shadow right now, are you? Totodile, who has been quietly observing the situation from a safe distance, answers. No, I'm not with Shadow. I'm here and safe. I'm watching from afar to make sure everything goes smoothly. Okay, I was just making sure you were safe. I know Shadow may still be glitching out right now, and I don't know if he can reactivate himself without my command. So I didn't want him to do that and then try to hurt you because of the hack. Toto nods, appreciating your concern. Thanks for checking on me. I understand the situation with Shadow and the hack, and I'll remain cautious and careful. Don't worry, I'll keep a safe distance from him until everything is resolved. Do you see anything suspicious yet, Rexy? Rexy, can you scan through the settings carefully? I'm thoroughly examining the settings, but so far, I haven't found anything exceptionally suspicious or malicious. However, it's always possible there might be hidden or cleverly disguised code, so we should stay vigilant and keep searching. After 10 minutes of working, we see a very suspicious command that says, when the system malfunctions, all robot dinosaurs will turn aggressive and hostile, and not even the face and voice detection can stop them. Just think about that, guys. That was implemented into the system. So my employees were if I did get face detection, voice recognition for them, we're trying to get the dinosaurs to hurt me. Rexy spots the suspicious command. Wait, here it is. I found something. A command that says, when the system malfunctions, all robot dinosaurs will turn aggressive and hostile, and face and voice detection won't have any effect. This is definitely not good. So that is why you all are struggling to do that. We need to get rid of that now. Rexy nods, emphasizing the urgency. Absolutely. We need to eliminate that command as soon as possible. It's the root cause of your difficulty in using the face and voice detection when the system malfunctions. Can you real quickly get rid of that? I'm going to go check on everyone else and see if Shadow is still deactivated. Rexy gets to work on removing the suspicious command. Sure, I'll take care of eliminating that command right away. You go check on the others and ensure Shadow is still deactivated. Totodile, stay here with Rexy. If something does happen, I don't want you to get hurt from it. Totodile nods, understanding the importance of staying there to monitor the situation. Of course. I'll stay right here with Rexy. I'll be cautious and alert if anything were to happen. I go over to the other robot dinosaurs in the other room and see what's going on. As I enter the other room, you find the other robotic dinosaurs waiting anxiously, wondering what's happening with the malfunctioning system and Shadow. Did you all find out the location of the hack? Lugia nods, replying on behalf of the others. Yes, we analyzed the system and network activity, and we've identified the source of the hack. It appears to be external and originating from a specific IP address. However, we haven't been able to pinpoint the exact location or identity of the hacker yet. Yeah, we found something too. Do you know how when you were acting aggressive and hostile, you could not activate your voice or face detection, and even when you did, it didn't stop you from attacking me? The robot dinosaurs nod, remembering their aggressive behavior. Yes, we recall the situation when the system malfunctioned and we became hostile. Our face and voice detection failed to work effectively, and even when it did, we couldn't stop ourselves from acting aggressively towards you. We just found suspicious commands hidden in a malfunctioning security system folder that turned you aggressive, and on top of that, would not let you stop being aggressive even if you recognized the person. The robot dinosaurs looked shocked upon hearing this revelation. That's a severe issue. If there are hidden commands causing us to act aggressively and prevent us from stopping even if we recognize the person, this malicious programming must be removed immediately. Luckily, Lugia, you will not get affected because you were not tied to the security system, but everybody else is. Lugia nods, understanding the extent of the issue. I see. Since I'm not tied to the security system, I'm spared from being affected by the malicious programming, but the rest of the robot dinosaurs are vulnerable, as the security system controls our behavior. That is why I don't trust people making security system robots. That's also why I'm really glad I programmed you, Lugia, and you are not tied to the security system, so you can't malfunction like the others. Lugia agrees and expresses gratitude. I completely understand your concern about security system robots. Programming us not to be tied to the security system has proven to be a wise decision on your part. It safeguards us from malfunction and potential malicious influence, ensuring our reliability and trustworthiness. It's even better for you too, Lugia, because you were just visiting here and the programming for you is at my lab in my house, so you're safe. Lugia feels reassured. Yes, it's fortunate that I am not integrated with the security system here. The programming for me is safe at your lab, which provides an additional layer of security. Can you come with me real quickly? I need to check on Shadow, but I might need you to hold him back if he tries to attack me somehow. Lugia nods, ready to accompany you and assist if necessary. Of course, I'll come with you to check on Shadow. If he shows any signs of aggression, I'll be ready to restrain him. Right when me and Lugia were heading for the door, Shadow came in, but he doesn't look aggressive and seems normal. That's right, he somehow reactivated himself and came in, but he ain't acting aggressive. Lugia, along with you, see Shadow approaching, but notice that he seems normal and not aggressive. It's Shadow. He's here, but he doesn't appear to be aggressive. That's a good sign. Shadow, how did you reactivate? Shadow replies, his voice returning to normal. I'm not sure. I just suddenly powered back on and found myself standing in the room. It's like something or someone activated me. Did you manage to get rid of the hack on your own? Maybe your system did something that got rid of it when you were deactivated. Shadow ponders for a moment, attempting to access the internal system. Let me check. I'm running a self-diagnostic on my system to see if there's any indication of the hack being removed. 5 minutes later, Shadow finishes the diagnostic and reports his findings. My self-diagnostic completed. It shows that the aggressive programming and block on face and voice detection have been removed. However, the source of this change is still unclear to me. Maybe your system somehow got rid of it on its own. Shadows contemplates the possibility. That could be one explanation. Perhaps my programming contains some sort of self-correction mechanism that detected the hack and took action to neutralize it while I was deactivated. Me and Rexy found something extremely concerning in the security system programming. Shadow appears intrigued. What did you find? Given the urgency in your tone, I take it you stumbled upon something significant. There was actually a security system malfunction settings, and there was also a command that told you all to become hostile and aggressive. Shadow looked shocked and concerned upon hearing this revelation. Wait, there was a specific settings tab for security system malfunctions, and within that there was a command that instructed us all to become hostile and aggressive. That's extremely troubling. Not only that, we dug a little deeper and found a command that said to turn you all aggressive and not be able to use your face and voice detection easily. And even if you do, it does not stop you from becoming a hostile on the person they trust. Shadow becomes even more alarmed. That's absolutely horrifying. So not only is there a command that to turn us aggressive, but there's also a command preventing us from using our face and voice recognition to neutralize the hostility. This indicates a deliberate and malicious design. Rexy's getting rid of that now. I left my Pokemon friend Totodile in the room to make sure he doesn't get attacked. Shadow nods, expressing relief. Thank goodness for Rexy working diligently to get rid of that command. And thanks for leaving Totodile there as a guardian. He's a reliable companion. After about 5 minutes, Rexy and Totodile come back to the room where we all are. Rexy and Totodile enter the room looking relieved. We have successfully removed that malicious command from the security system settings. It should no longer have the power to activate any of you involuntarily. Let's do one more safety measure. Did you ever get to put in a non-aggressive mode? I can activate it if you do become aggressive. Rexy nods, confirming the implication. Yes, I have added a non-aggressive mode to the security system settings. It can be activated if any of you become aggressive, effectively neutralizing hostile behavior. How do I activate it just in case? Rexy explains how to activate the non-aggressive mode. Simply open the security system settings and look for the non-aggressive mode option. It should be clearly labeled and easy to locate. Once you find it, just press the button or checkbox to enable it. That will override any hostile programming and immediately switch you to the non-aggressive state. Real quickly, add a voice command to the security system that will allow me to do it if I can't get to my computer. Rexy responds promptly, programming the voice command. Alright, I've programmed a voice command for activating the non-aggressive mode. You can say non-aggressive mode on to activate it. Just make sure to speak clearly and in a firm tone. Okay, thank you. The only reason I asked you to put that in was because if you did become aggressive and you were blocking the way to my computer, I need a different way to activate it. Rexy nods, understanding your concern. I completely understand. The voice command is a useful backup option in case you can't physically access your computer to activate the non-aggressive mode. The only thing we gotta figure out now is, how are we going to get the security system to understand me if it is malfunctioning? What if it doesn't respond or messes up because I'm trying to activate the voice command? Rexy thinks carefully, considering the challenge. That's a valid concern. If the security system is malfunctioning, it may not understand your voice commands correctly, or it might not respond at all. In such cases, the voice command might not be effective in deactivating the aggressive programming. We need to identify a fallback plan in case the voice command fails or the system is unable to understand your voice. What should we do? Reggie contemplates the situation, considering the options. One alternative would be having a backup physical switch or button that you can access, which directly activates the non-aggressive mode without relying on the security system's voice recognition. Make sure the button is clearly labeled and in a place you can quickly reach in case of an emergency. The fact that there is an option for you all to become aggressive is scary enough. Who knows what else is in that security system? Rexy nods in agreement. You're right. It's unsettling that such an option exists. Why did he glitch out on that word? It raises questions about what else could be hidden in the security system. We need to thoroughly review the entire system and look for any other potential dangers or malicious programming. The one problem with having a button to stop the non-aggressive mode is, what if you are all blocking that button? Like if y'all are aggressive and are blocking me from getting to the button. Rexy acknowledges the challenge posed by this problem. That's a valid point. If the aggressive programming kicks in and you're blocked from accessing the physical button or switch, it becomes difficult to override the aggressive behavior. We need to consider a more comprehensive safety measure that doesn't rely on a fixed location for activation. Perhaps integrating a remote activation method could help? That's a good idea, but we would need to design a remote to do that, similar to how they did with the transforming remote. Rexy nods, thinking through the logistics. You're right. Creating a remote control device to activate the non-aggressive mode would be beneficial. We can design it similar to the existing transformation remote. This would allow you to have a potential portable and discrete means of deactivating the aggressive programming, even if you can't access the computer yourself. Alright. It takes a few hours, but me, Shadow, and everybody else worked together to help design it, and 3 hours later, with the combined effort of everyone, you managed to design the remote control device in an effective time frame. After 3 hours, the remote is ready. Good. Seems to be complete. Rexy examines the finished remote, ensuring its functionality. Excellent. The remote looks like it's completely and fully operational. Let's test it to confirm that it activates the non-aggressive mode as intended. How? Rexy suggests a testing method. Why don't we activate the aggressive programming on one of the robots, and then use the remote to try and switch them to non-aggressive mode. This will allow us to see if the remote successfully activates the mode and deactivates any aggressive programming. You know, again, it's kind of scary to think about the fact that they have a testing aggressive mode. Is that not scary in itself? I should have brought that up, asking, like, why do you have test aggressive mode anyway? Like, why does that need to be a thing? But, I mean, at the same time, it's helping us test, so does it work on Shadow? Does it work on Shadow too? The remote, I mean. Rexy checks the compatibilities of the remote. Yes, the remote is designed to work on all security system robots, including Shadow. It should be able to activate the non-aggressive mode for Shadow as well. Guys, we'll test out the remote in just a second. I don't want the video being too long like it was the last few times.